Hi, everybody. I'm Mike. I'm the artistic director and co-founder of The Gift, and
I'm Paul, and I'm the associate artistic director.
yeah, so we have no idea what we're doing, because we've never done this before, but this is a series called The Roundtable. We're going to call it In the Round, but a lot of people didn't like that, so it's going to be called The Roundtable. And I thought I'd start off telling a real quick story about a table just like this. So we're in the Gale Street Inn right now. The owner, George Karzis, is the chairman of our board at The Gift. And when I moved into my condo and was dating a girl for my first dinner, I did not have a dining room table. So George drove over to my condo with a dinner table just like this one, and chairs and a place setting, and set it up. And he set it up pretty good because I ended up marrying that girl. So Gift is all about stories and things coming full circle, pardon the pun. And so we thought we don't really connect with you enough beyond like e-blast and stuff, so why not sit down over a few beers and embarrass ourselves and just talk to you about what's up this season at The Gift. So we're drinking 3 Floyd's Alpha King, which is a little bitter, which is actually probably a good place to start in terms of what the season feels like.
Yeah, and I'm just a bitter.
And Paulie's just a bitter person from New York.
No one brought a round table to my house, and I'm not married, so.
He was gonna wear his Yankees hat, but we made him cut that.
Yeah.
So instead of like jumping into like all the individual shows, we thought we would just kind of talk about the season as an overview. What are you excited about for this season?
I feel that like it's a great season where we're really bringing everybody in the company together. We have all our plays have a lot of our ensemble members in it. We're all getting to play with one another. All the stories are pretty dark, but I think the safety of that is having people that we're so used to and love, so that there's a safety to going there and being mean and terrible to one another that you can't do with somebody that you just kind of get in a room with.
Yeah, I think when we read about maybe 300 plays a year to try to pick 3, and these 3, I think what we wrote to each other, it just felt like we were taking the gloves off for the season, and we feel like on stage it's been tame for the most part. Stories, very sentimental stories. And the fact of the matter is, there are Shakespearean levels, literally, of emotion that this ensemble can tap into that we haven't really required them to do in quite some time. So the theater is going to feel pretty hot and pretty combative this season, hopefully in a good way.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've been sort of afraid to do that because it sort of comes more naturally to us, and so we've gone in other directions to not be like what we consider our wheelhouse. And then we were like, well, we haven't done that in a long time, so we don't know if it's our wheelhouse anymore, you know. And I'm excited for that.
Yeah, it's a season of firsts. We're doing our first Shakespeare ever with Othello, and Thinner Than Water is. Have we done a family play since Glass Menagerie?
It's like a trivia question.
I don't know.
Look at the website, see if we have.
Right.
I don't think we have.
Yeah, I mean, like every year we get dozens and dozens of family plays. Like the patriarch or the matriarch is sick, and therefore like all the siblings have to reunite and work out their issues, and out of all those plays, like Thinner Than Water is, you can't even compare it to the other submissions. It's just so well done, and so
yeah. And it's really like the way it's one of those type of plays, but it's not where like there's a central pushing point or a central storyline. Like it just really branches off of these members, and they're sort of search to find some semblance of peace.
And they hate the father in it.
And they hate the father, who's the one who's dying or dead. Yeah.
We won't tell you.
It's one or the other.
One or the other, as it usually is. And then we end the season kind of reuniting 2 of our favorite women in the world, Laura Marks and Marty Lyons, who teamed up for Mine last year, which was the disturbing play about the woman who had a baby and was convinced it wasn't her baby.
So she would have to kill it in order to get her real baby back.
Yeah. None of them are that dark, hopefully,
No.
this year.
No, yeah, I wouldn't even say that this one is necessarily darker than last year. I mean, last year was...
Last year was about the supernatural. It was pretty dark.
Yeah.
And also, we're in
But they're funny. The plays are funny, too.
They're
Yeah.
getting funnier.
Yeah.
And we're also in the gift room, which you'll see some shots of it later. Not right now. Hopefully, we'll see. Which has like some of our posters and some of our pictures on the wall from different plays we've done, and that's all out of the kindness of George and the Gale Street Inn. It's kind of a little living museum to what's going on down the street. And also what's going on in the street tonight at Fishman's. They have tapped this with Three Floyds.
Yeah.
So everything is coming, forgive it, full circle.
Yeah, they had like 6 food trucks outside of there, and the place was packed at like... I got there at like 7, and it was already... Yeah.
So let that be a lesson in false causality. When you open up a well-run theater, food trucks appear.
Food trucks up here.
So we don't care if you don't like plays. If you like food trucks, subscribe to the 2014 season.
Yes.
What are we forgetting about this season? Linda Newton's in town
Newton's
from
back.
Boston.
Yeah.
She's back. She was in Absolute Hell.
Yeah.
John Barry's directing Othello.
Hillary was also part of that trifecta of Marty Lyons. And,
Oh, right.
Laura
Hillary
Harps.
Clemens is back with Laura and Marty.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for us?
That's a good question, but I don't know if I can answer
Oh,
it
it's a
right
very
now.
good question.
I'd have to think about it.
Yeah. That's another really good question.
It's a little personal, though.
Yeah, a little risque, a little rude.
Yeah. I don't know if I can answer that without cursing. We love... I don't know.
Not in this room.
No, we can't.
So, well, yeah. So thank you for hanging out with us. Maybe we'll check in after a few more beers, maybe not. But we'll see you back to talk more specifically about Thinner Than Water. But that's it. Come and join us for the 2014 season, because when you do, food trucks appear.